Yeah, hello. Uh, Welcome to the first step towards the project management certification. When you try to understand PMBOK, learn it from a practitioner's perspective. When I say a practitioner's perspective, uh, position yourself as a project manager, managing a slightly big team, and if possible, the team is distributed across multiple geographies where your presence may not be available at the work site always. Then every process out of the 47 processes in the PMBOK, they become very valuable. Everything has a purpose, everything adds value. Some trainers, they teach you only for PMP certification. Yes, definitely PMP certification is very important to pass the screening for certain jobs. And once you get the job, if you don't have the expertise, if you don't have the understanding of professional project management, then you are going to be a failure. Sometimes I get envious to my students because I took approximately 5 to 10 years to understand the key processes of professional project management, which was a very big learning curve. And during that time, I have had my own share of mistakes which could have been avoided. Now everything is given to you on a platter. All you need to do is be passionate enough to consume it. So my recommendation while preparing for PMP, don't by heart things. Understand things from a practitioner's perspective. Then before going for the exam, you get a reasonably good sample of practice tests, practice them till you become very confident, and then there is a time when you go for the final exam. So compartmentalize your preparation into two aspects. Get into a training program where the instructor teaches you things, make you understand things from a practitioner's perspective, and then uh, uh, get into exam practice. And once you have enough confidence on the exam practice, then there is a time when you go for the final exam. I know one of my students. He is the guy who prepared the best for the PMP. He all the processes you asked, he knew what are the inputs, what are the tools and techniques, and what are the outputs. And when he got into the exam hall, he came out within 3 hours time and he failed. And I asked him what happened, and he said, maybe I could not recollect anything under pressure, so I failed. This can be avoided if you learn things from a practitioner's perspective, because there is a logical sequence. You initiate a project. Who does it? It is done by the sponsor. What are the things you do during initiation? You create a project charter. You identify stakeholders. A project manager is appointed. And the project manager takes the project into planning. And the first thing he does is develop project management plan and collect requirements, define scope, uh, and along with that decompose the scope into work breakdown structure, then decompose the work packages into activities and sequence them and arrive at the schedule. So there is a logical flow. So understand things from a practitioner's perspective, and as far as possible, go for a training which will take you through the process group wise, not the knowledge area wise, because it is very difficult to remember things knowledge area wise. Whereas if you go process group wise, like initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling and closing, it gives you a natural flow of a project and it is very easy to recollect. Our training is based like that. Our training is based on process group wise. First we talk about initiation, then we get into planning, execution, monitoring and controlling and closing. This gives you, and in the process we take you through all the processes. So at the end of it, at least 90% of the participants, they are able to recollect the sequence of processes logically. And after that, the only challenge is make them do some exam practice and then send them for the final exam. And we have a 98% pass rate on the first attempt. Again, I'm talking about those people who wrote the exam. Many don't even write the exam. So when I say 98%, don't get misguided. It is about the people, those people who wrote the exam within 45 days of attending the course. I wish you good luck. Please feel free to contact me anytime through comments to this post, or you can shoot me email, or you can call me. And I invite you to be a member of PMRIcampus.com, and I invite you to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/PMRIworld. So because whenever we publish something, the first entry goes into the Facebook page, and then later on it gets expanded and then gets into the YouTube channel to assist our students. So please subscribe to all these things and be with us, and we will be with you till you need us. Thank you very much.